What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, you guys. It's the 30th of May today. We have 9 hours and 21 minutes left in the day, and we're sitting here at 1.7 cents. Looking frisky, looking like we're ready to rally here. I think that this is our low, this is our higher low, and that we will be moving up higher here pretty damn soon. If we're looking at this on the daily RSI perspective, we're in the exact same area right now. Sorry for all the noises out there. We got muskrats in the house. We're at the exact same area now that we found support in the RSI, in this exact same area of consolidation here. We're in this bull flag, giant massive bull flag here, right? You can see flagpole, bull flag. It's a bull flag. And maybe this is part of it. Maybe this isn't part of it. I don't know. Just you can see it's a bull flag. And if this is a bull flag, which it is, and we've measured this plenty of times, that measure move would take us up to about 5.5 to 5.7 cents, 6 cents, something in that area there, right? I'm anticipating that this is yet another higher low in this consolidation phase. It's inevitably going to allow us to break out and see some higher prices. I would expect that with this low here, we do break out of this relative downward trend in this overall consolidation phase. We break out of that, we'll likely go to the top. If we can go to the top, I would think that we are breaking out of this as well. We're probably going to break out of the bull flag itself. So a break from here leads to a break from here, and a break from here leads to prices all the way up at 5.5 cents and beyond. There is a strong suspicion that I have that OnyxCoin won't even stop at 5.5 cents, or if it does, it'll be very brief, right? Whenever I'm talking about this area, I'm not talking about moving up here and then we consolidate for another month and a half as we have now. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think that we move up in this area and we say bye-bye and we keep going up to 8.2 cents. Or maybe we move up to this area, we consolidate a little bit, a little pullback, a little volatility, and we keep moving up. But I don't think it's going to look like this. It'll be a bit different. I would maybe compare it more so to something like this. Yeah, something like that, or maybe even like just like a little phase like this. Nothing like this. Nothing that's super long. I am surprised at how long we've been consolidating here. My theory that we would consolidate for a very similar amount of time as to this range here has kind of gone out the window. Although, to be completely fair, see, we broke out here 42 days. To be completely fair, we're not that far away, right? 42 days, 49 days, pretty similar nonetheless in this consolidation phase. We're at the same area here in the RSI that we bounced from before, same area here that we bounced from before. OnyxCoin does like to find support and resistance at this area, actually, on the RSI. So I am expecting big things. As long as today can close, if it closes red, that's okay. I don't care. I mean, we're still in that area. We're still right here. But if today could close green or tomorrow could close green, really, as long as we don't close too much more to the red side, I have all the faith in the world that OnyxCoin will not go below these lows. Now, if we do continue to drop here, if we get below this in the RSI, we start making our way toward the oversold zone, there is a case scenario that awaits where we do find support somewhere around 1.4 cents, 1.45, 1.38, something in that kind of area. It's very possible we could find support there. Prior areas of support back here could become resistance or support again. Prior areas of resistance right here, right? Resistance, support, resistance back there. This little area could be where we go. So don't be afraid if we do that, and maybe even a little bit higher with these wicks here, right? Something 1.5, 1.34, anything and everything in that area is possible, right? Take out the lows of this range, still be in this bull flag, something like that. Scare all the people that bought up here that are like me, that thought the price was going to go up but have no conviction in the project, and they crap their pants as soon as something goes wrong, and then we make our move. You know what I mean? One way or another, we're going to move higher. I don't anticipate that we go lower. I like where we are here, but let's look at the 1 hour and the 4 hour and see if we can help validate the notion that we're at a low point here and that we're going to move up. Let's see. So the 1 hour here, moving down with the purpose, volumes coming in to the upside or to the downside. So that's very encouraging to the downside, not to the upside. Nice little volatility there, but you're just finding resistance here at prior support. So I'm not too encouraged by this move. Yes, you do have a higher low, which is nice. The higher low is actually a pretty nice thing to have. You had some bullish divergence here on your 1 hour time frame, but you're just not doing anything with your RSI. You're still in a downtrend, right? You're still getting lower lows and lower highs here. I really wouldn't be surprised if you did see one more dip down. And with that, again, one more dip down from here, that could just, kind of like what I was expecting with Bitcoin, you could just sweep these lows, scare people out, and then move up higher, right? Maybe you're not at your absolute low right now. Maybe you're very close, but time will tell. This 1 hour time frame doesn't give me enough conviction to believe that we would see prices that are that are below these lows here. It wouldn't give me enough conviction to believe that. I like where we are here. I like the fibs, right? If we're taking the low to a high here, the golden ratio, we've gone below it. We've found support at it continuously here. We really grinded out this area. And typically, whenever you do something like this kind of behavior, oftentimes you do respect the 786 or the 886 as a support zone, and you don't go below there and you hold it as support. And I think that's exactly what we're doing now, right? Let's see if I can find an example where that's not true, right? So let's just, or where that exact thing is true. Let's see. Low to high here. You see you're at the golden ratio, but you're not really grinding it like you grinded it. Like if you look at this in comparison, you grinded it here. You're finding support on it. Where here, as soon as you got to it, you basically broke through it. You came back up, you found resistance, you grinded in this area, but not above the golden ratio. It's that little difference makes a big deal. And look, you went below your 786, 886 here, right? You didn't spend much time there. You found a little support, sure, but you didn't spend much time. You still went lower, right? Now let's see if we can find an example in the other. I don't know why I can't delete this thing. Where's my, there it is. Delete button. Let's see. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe here? Maybe. Let's see. High to low. Golden ratio. You are kind of grinding it out here. You kind of are grinding it out here but that's like for a few hours. You didn't even get to your 786. That's a good example, but it's not the best. It's not the same thing as like what we're looking for now. I don't know if I'll find that example. I'm not going to spend too much time doing that, but nonetheless, you can kind of see what I'm saying here, right? It's just that from the low to the high, grinding out this golden ratio. All I'm trying to say is typically, not always. There's a case scenario where we could go lower, but typically this kind of behavior would suggest that we find support literally where we are finding support now. Tie that in with the fact that the daily RSI is right where we found support last time and the time before back here in the same similar kind of consolidation phase. We're looking at this on a 4-hour time frame, and the 4-hour has bullish divergence. And we have higher lows throughout this whole range. I think that we will be moving up here. I'm not I'm not 100% convinced, but I am very confident that this is the low. I'm very, very confident this is the low. At the worst case scenario, maybe we sweep that low and then we go up. We just fake people out. I don't know, but I'm thinking that is the low and that we will be moving up. If not today, sometime over the coming days. It could even be a weekend rally that we have. OnyxCoin is not afraid of weekend rallies. I mean, if we look here, let's just see. That was a big day. That was on a Thursday, though. That doesn't count. Thursday as well. Look at that. Thursday, big day. And then here, that was Wednesday and Tuesday. Here, that was Friday, Thursday. Thursday seems to be a big day, you guys. I might have to wait for next Thursday. Thursdays and Wednesdays, at least. Big move here. That was on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday we topped off. Okay, so we've had some big moves over the weekend before. Here, Friday, Saturday, we had some a big day there, 37% on the upside. But Thursday seems to be a big day every single time, huh? So we should just expect some big movements on a Wednesday or a Thursday, I guess. But OnyxCoin can move up over the weekend. That's all I was trying to show, was that it does that. Even here, that was Saturday, Sunday. That was a nice little bounce on Saturday, Sunday, right? Here, that was Monday. I guess that doesn't count. But anyways, yes, 1.7 cents now. We're on our way to higher prices. I'm very convinced that OnyxCoin will see prices at 26 to 32 cents, somewhere up in this area here. I'm really like scrounging in my brain how I can get more money into this thing before it takes off, because I really do think that it's going to outperform a lot of things, even lower market cap things like Cookie Dow. I love Cookie Dow, man. I love it a lot, but I'm actually genuinely considering selling my I think Cookie's going to do phenomenal. I think between now and the end of the cycle, Cookie Dow outperforms OnyxCoin. I really do. I think that it does. But between now and the end of June, early July, I'm not so convinced. Because I think Cookie, and I'm talking about these considerations not to encourage people to sell or do anything and mess with people. I haven't sold Cookie. I'm flirting with the idea of it, but I'm probably going to chicken out and I won't sell Cookie because I like to have some diversification. I got a lot of OnyxCoin. I have a good bit of Cookie, but I could probably do with more Cookie if I'm being fair. And then, of course, just diversifying between DeFi and AI in the crypto sectors. I think that's a good way to be as well. And so all I'm saying there is I'm talking about the idea of converting my Cookie into OnyxCoin, because I think OnyxCoin will outperform Cookie on this next leg up, but I'm probably going to chicken out and I probably won't do it. I'm just saying it's an idea, and I'm not throwing it out there to mess with people. I'm throwing it out there just to offer that same perspective or idea for people that might hear it and might like the idea. Because here's the deal. Cookie, minimum target is the $1.65. And that's about a 7x from its current price. From its current price, 7x. Maximum expectation would be about a 16x, okay? And not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'm not expecting that Cookie goes to 390. I am expecting that we stop somewhere around 250, a little bit above that 1414. In which case, Cookie is going to do like an 11x, which is awesome. That's phenomenal. I'm very convinced that Cookie will do an 11x or more. I'm very convinced, but at a minimum of a 7x. With OnyxCoin, my minimum for OnyxCoin is literally here. It's literally all the way up here. That's an 11x, 20 cents. We just did it yesterday, right? My maximum for OnyxCoin is 32 cents. That's an 18x, right? You see the difference in the expectations. Now, of course, Cookie could outperform my wildest expectations. Maybe it goes all the way up to $7.50 and goes to $10, you know, in which case that sucks. But I'm not as convinced in this. I feel like that would take, because if you're looking at this all the way from below, what Cookie's going to do a 100x move between now and the end of June. I mean, it can happen. This is crypto. That kind of stuff does happen. I'm not expecting it personally. I'm not expecting it. So maybe my talking smack on Cookie will give it some oomph and it'll actually run up. I just need to sell Cookie Dow and then it will run to $10. That's what it is. So for the greater good, maybe I will, but probably not. I'll probably chicken out. Again, it's just an idea that I'm flirting with. All I'm trying to say is I really do think in these expectations that I laid out here, and I'm talking about Cookie not to shill it, but or to talk trash on it. I love both these projects. I think they're going to do really well. But just to show that I think OnyxCoin from its current position has a lot more room to run than Cookie does. And that makes sense. It would make a lot of sense, right? Because overall, from a low, if we go where I'm expecting us to go to, which is probably closer to like 27, 26 cents, something like that, overall, that'll be a 36x, okay? Cookie, if it goes to its area that I'm expecting it to go to, that'd be about the similar amount of growth, right there, right above the 1414. That'd be a very similar amount of growth. And we saw last time, from a low to a high, we saw a 40x. So 36x, 42x, we could see that happening. Even if we go all the way up here to the 1618, that's a 54x overall. And 54x from here, that's from the low, that's impressive. But from the current price, it's a 16x, maybe, maybe not. From the current price for OnyxCoin, that's a 16x I'm confident in. You know what I mean? We did the math on it, man. It's not a maybe, maybe not. It's like a this is happening, in my opinion. I'm very convicted on this. So they'll probably perform the same one way or another, you know, very similar one way or another. But I do think that OnyxCoin has, and let alone if it goes higher, let alone if it goes to 32 cents or more, it'll outperform. So just talking out loud here, thinking about buying more OnyxCoin and trying to figure out ways to do it because I'm fully allocated. So these are the games that we play with ourselves. But I don't know. I would let go of TAI, but that one's such a low market cap coin. There's a lot of other coins that I'm holding that are low market cap coins that I want to see how they do because those low market caps, those ones that are below 100 million, man, those can do crazy shit. You can see some crazy things, and you don't want to let those go. Even if you have a winner like OnyxCoin, you know. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's good to have your plays set out and about. But I'm rambling at this point, you guys. So I'm gonna end the video. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. 1.7 cents now. That last bit of me rambling is just me trying to talk about my own problems, I guess. Trying to get more OnyxCoin. But I've got other cryptos that I don't want to sell. But I'm more convicted in OnyxCoin. It's hard, man. It's hard. But anyways, take care, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.